Welcome to the Laughta Light Show on NBC, your favourite go-to podcast to discover and connect with some of the hottest Arab artists globally. My name is Laughta, aka the rapper, aka the producer, aka the host of the Laughta Light Show. And today I have not one, but four very likeable guests for you. They've been making headlines everywhere you go, every news outlet you see. Let's jump into the world of Seera! How are you doing?
I'm good.
First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you for that very energetic and welcoming intro.
Well, you've just entered the Laughta Light Show, and I want us to really get into the world of Seera and get a feel of who you are each and individually. Now, you fill the room up with a lot of fuzz, a lot of riffs, a lot of bass lines, a lot of kick drums. But I want to know your names and what instrument you play. Let's reveal it to our listeners and viewers. Each one of you. Starting off with you, Haya.
Hi, I'm Haya, and I play guitar.
Lovely.
I'm Mish, I play the bass.
I'm the drummer.
Nice.
I'm Nora, I like to sing, I like the piano, I love the synthesizer, and just anything nitty-gritty details.
Yes. So congratulations on your debut album release, Mojallad Al Awal.
Thank you.
You worked very hard on it. I can tell. I took a thorough listen to that project, fully immersed myself. I mean, it's hard not to. I checked out the zine that went along with it, with all the lyrics and the meanings. You really have created your own world, and you take us into a completely different universe when we're listening to the music. I loved every inch of it. So tell us a bit more about it, especially for those who have not heard your album.
I mean, where do we start?
Yeah.
It's a journey for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say that same word,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. I mean, I guess, like, there are some common themes. All of the lyrics are in Arabic. We use mainly Arabic scales in most of the songs. The lyrical topics are always like either a story or an experience that's, we try to make it as immersive as possible, yeah.
I would say we all had very bubbly personalities, so when we met, it was interesting seeing everyone's personality come to life through the music. We each had, like, you can hear that sound when you hear the bass. You know what you can hear. Misha's style, you can hear Thing's style, you can hear Haya's style, you can hear mine. So putting all those different worlds together, we allowed ourselves to explore different genres. We never limited ourselves, especially in the beginning phase. We're just doing whatever. We would do funk sometimes, and we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's because we all have different influences musically. We're all influenced in different ways. We love different things, but we come together at some points where we all like the same thing. And so when we started creating, composing, it was a piece of cake, basically.
As a band, obviously it's a huge achievement to have created a huge body of work. I know you all have live instrumentation. So was that like one of your biggest goals? Or is it one of your biggest goals so far that you've achieved?
It is just one of our biggest goals. I don't think we ever dreamed to do an album, and having each other helped us just bring it to life, because when you're alone sometimes, you know, it's a bit overwhelming doing everything alone, being afraid people might not like it, might not accept. But we had each other, and I guess that gave us a little push to just say, you know, let's just put it out there. Okay, we got the song. We love the song. Let's just record it. And we went in and we kind of recorded one by one, and then we took 3, and then we're like, okay, let's just do an album.
So do you ever worry about what people might think of a song, like before you release it?
No.
Not really.
Yes, I mean, you get the initial thought. You're all too cool. You get the initial thought, and
Honestly, I
then
don't. That's why I said no.
Generally don't.
Me, shoot.
yeah, but then no, because I mean, a performance is like to a bunch of people, like, and you make music that you want other people to connect to. So I mean, it is a concern, but when I think of music I grew up listening to, like, the majority of people I knew either didn't like it or didn't know of it. So like a bunch of people liking it doesn't mean it's good or bad. Like, it's a taste thing, and I just remind myself.
And that's why I said no.
I would say I agree with her, and I get the no part, because not everyone's going to like it, and we're going here doing something maybe a little bit different. It's not a commonly heard sound, and I think that's what makes it unique. But at the same time, we do want to find our crowd. We want to find people that can relate, and that's why we want it to be very storytelling, so people can relate to it and feel that emotion.
I think people connect to or can connect to anything that they can feel is genuine. Anything that feels effortless, that feels, like I love this. It's simple or complex, you can love it as it is. I think that's why I usually think about, when you're making music, you're just thinking, I want to make something that I love, that's genuine. Because if I have in my mind, I believe that if I have in my mind that I'm doing this because I want the majority to like it, or I want this to be a hit, or I want this to be, just channeling it like that will just really not make it come out the right way.
It'll be watered down.
Yeah,
And take the joy of the whole.
I agree.
The essence of the creation from it. I just think that.
Has it been received well?
For the
So
most
far?
part, I would say, yeah. I don't think we expected the reaction that we got. The first day we went, the first time we performed, it was just full. The place was packed. Our legs were shaking. We looked like leaves. Let's play it cool, guys. We know this.
Yes.
We practiced enough times, and yeah.
Has anyone like messaged you in the DM saying they love it? What sort of messages do you get?
I mean, for me, when I go on YouTube,
Yeah.
when I go on YouTube and I see like love from Berlin or love from wherever, like different countries, it's like, wow, like, I mean, this is why releasing the album was such a big thing to me, because it's a digital footprint, kind of like you're accessible all over the world, and people are actually listening all over the world. So that was very interesting.
I'm very keen to speak about music production, something that I'm really passionate about. And I know, Nora, you've led on in the album and co-produced, and you do a lot of work on that. I think the first one you produced was Al on the album.
Yeah.
Talk me through your production journey. How's that been? How long have you been producing for, and how are you finding it?
Well, it's a very new journey. I've always wanted to do it. It's something that I really tried to do a while back, but I just didn't have the right equipment. I didn't have enough money to get everything I wanted, and I always thought it would be harder than it actually was. Mm-hmm. But I would say with Fana, we had the song ready and everything was recorded. Mm-hmm. And I looked at them like, guys, can you give me 3 weeks? I'm not saying, I'm going to produce something or not. I just want to maybe see if I can add some ear candy or just give it more life or put it all together. So I just disappeared for 3 weeks, and I remember spending endless hours on the computer and simultaneously learning. And after that happened, I wouldn't say that was my proudest moment, learning production, as much as other songs in the album, because that was like a gateway for me to realize, okay, maybe I can really explore this. And when the album came, and co-producing it with Muzaj was really fun. I would say one of the more impactful songs might be Rami Siham.
Okay.
Because I really just had fun with it. I added some strings and just an orchestral feeling.
Wow. Well, I'm loving the work that you've all made so far. And I do have my favorites. I can't say one. I think I like all the songs on the album, right? But I would like to hear from each one of you. What's your favorite song on the album and why? Starting with yourself.
My favorite would definitely be عالم الأحلام and فناء too, and موج البحر and وهم القنبلة.
One. That's the hard question.
It's a hard question.
Yeah.
عالم الأحلام really encapsulates or really captures the Seera sound. And I love how it's very much like it's Seera صوتية. It's like a sonic story or journey, and it's one of the first songs that we've written, actually. And I remember at one point Thing wanted us to record a segment of it for it to be added to a video that was going to be shown somewhere. So I think that was really like, that's when it started to feel really real, and we were recording music.
Wow.
We're not just like composing music, but we were recording music too.
Thank you. And yourself, Mish?
I like Wahma.
I know this one.
Yeah, everyone knows.
She's gonna choose
Sisters.
Good choice.
I mean, I think it's our heaviest song, and I'm mainly influenced by metal, so I like the punch. It's very like doomy also, and the topic is about Sisyphus, so like, so. Which is something I'm very interested in. I like Albert Camus' philosophy and myth of Sisyphus. It's basically like you keep like having a goal, and you think, if I reach that goal, I'll be happy. But then you fall back down, and there's another goal, and you have to just find joy in the process. Basically, like, imagine he's happy rolling this boulder up the hill, and then it falls back down. He keeps doing it all over again, but he's happy.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Also, it was played on KEXP.
It was
radio station.
That was crazy, yeah.
And at one point, I remember looking at a playlist, and we were like in the same playlist as like Jimi Hendrix and Jefferson Airplane and the Beatles. It's a cool band they recently
That was a huge
Seera to the
milestone, for
world.
sure.
Yeah.
So Thing, what's yours? I'm intrigued.
I have to say, because I play another instrument on the album, so I get a pass to Jukes.
Okay.
So mine is like Misha's. It's Wahm al Qamma.
Okay.
I love the story behind it.
Yeah.
And I love the thought process of how I got to compose the drums.
Okay.
Like I had to make it edgy, I had to make it slow, I had to make it. I just really loved setting the mood for this specific song. It was very enjoyable playing it, and it always is.
I love it. So with the drums, I feel like I love the drums. Drums are like, I don't know, I love percussion, I love everything. How do you find the right groove for each song? I feel like your song it's got like an experimental feel, your music, and you can't quite put it somewhere. You know, it's very worldly and beautiful. How do you as a drummer capture the vibe? Like,
I don't know, I listen to a lot of music.
Right.
So I have a lot of influences.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to listen because I like to learn more how to do stuff. And then, so when I play or when we compose, I just play by feeling. Like I feel like I have this, like a storage space somewhere in my mind where I store the sounds and the music that I really like and I listen to regularly, so that when I compose, it just comes out naturally.
Wow.
So it's just by feeling.
I love the way you play, by the way. I think you just rock on the stage and just own that stage. And yourself, Nora? Ooh, it's going to be difficult for you.
Let's go deep.
Just one.
Just one. I can't choose one.
You have to choose one.
We all chose one.
Imagine someone
have to
says,
second
I can
one.
only listen to one song, I've got to rush to work. What's the one song you're going to want them to listen to in Mojallad Al Awal of your album?
It's between رامي السهام and عالم الأحلام, but I do also love وهم القمة. Okay, but I have different reasons for each. So
Okay.
may I elaborate on my reasons?
Go for it.
Wait, if she gets to elaborate on her reasons, then all of us are elaborating.
No.
on our
Wait.
reasons.
I think on one song, they've all spoken on
Elaborate
one.
on
On one song.
Elaborate
Alam
on
al-Ahlam,
one.
come on, let's keep it.
Yeah.
No, but عالم الأحلام went on a long journey with me because originally the kind of bounce feel was written, and it was the first poem I ever wrote in Arabic. So prior to meeting Seera, the song kind of existed, but it wasn't where it was today. And Seera formed, and Seera is just everything. I mean, having my sister in the band and just being with these wonderful women, it was so much fun. I just showed them this kind of bounce swing I had going on, and they loved it. So we took that and we really made it something else. You know, we changed that whole story. The process of it was beautiful. It took its time, you know. It was being written for, I think, around 2 years, you know. It was not one of those songs that you're like, yes, okay, it's written and it's done. No, it took its time, and it made me realize that everything has its time also.
Absolutely. Some music you could just make like, I don't know, 3 years ago, and you're just sitting on it, and then you come back and revisit it and give it a new flair, and you're able to utilize it, and maybe it becomes one of your favorite songs, like you're saying.
And even the story is just about a person going into their land of dreams and finding creativity. And I feel like I am a very dreamy person in
Yes.
general, so singing that really connects with me.
Yeah, your music is very dreamy, and I love it.
I love the beginning, just the bass, and then the guitar,
So people
and then the
need
little march. Sorry.
It's fine. No, it's good. I'm glad you love your own music, and that is so important as an artist and someone that's actually pursuing this as a career. Nothing worse than being like, oh, I'm cringing listening to my own music. Like, I've had those moments because when you're starting out, you're just trying different styles, and you listen back and you're like, is that really me? You know, and it might not be, or you might feel like it's okay to experiment, explore, and then you eventually grow from it as well. You know, I've been doing this for a bit long, so I look back sometimes and I'm like, oh, okay, you were tapping in there, fair enough, but I'm happy where I am now.
Yeah, absolutely. We did have a few songs that we really liked, but then when we started composing and advancing technically a bit more, when we started to play those old songs again, we were like, maybe not.
I want to kind of move forward actually and talk to you, Thing. I've never personally asked you this question. I love your mask so much, and I love when you step on the stage, you're wearing it, and I'm like, is she really gonna drum with it? Like, you step on and you drum your heart and soul out and give us a great show and pull it off. What is the story behind the mask?
I really like the idea of being Miss Gimmick. It would be really cool to do it. So when the band formed, I was thinking of making my own mask until I remembered that this used to be my mom's house on the salon table with a bunch of other antiques and stuff.
Wow.
So I showed it to the girls and they were like, yes. It's like, it's handmade, it's native, it just makes so much sense. It's like a dialogue between the traditional and the modern.
Wow.
So if you wear something super traditional with this like outfit look and the hair and everything, it just, I don't know, it says so much, it speaks a lot for itself, and it's representative of us. Like, we all connect with this. And
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's got a touch of modernity with tradition, with culture, as well as the identity of the band. I think it really does sum it up nicely. Nora, I want to move on to you now. Reading those lyrics on that zine that you guys created, which I thought was a genius idea, by the way, I realized how poetic your music is and your lyricism. So you write in Arabic Fusha as well as the Najdi dialect. Does this help with your creativity in any way?
Definitely. I mean, the Arabic language is beautiful. It's so explorative. You can say so many things with one word. You can have like 5 different meanings. I guess maybe I'm dramatizing it a bit, but
no, it's true.
I used to write in English mainly when I first started out making music, because a lot of the rock songs I would listen to were in English. So writing rock music, I was just going with what I knew, but I allowed myself to explore outside of that, started reading poetry books. I realized how beautiful the language is, and I really wanted to spread our dialect that, we speak here every day, because I don't hear many music that has that, where you hear that Najdi accent or you hear what, Saudi people talk like on a day-to-day basis. It initially started off Fusha, but the more we're making music, the more I want to tap into just our dialect and our day-to-day speech.
Your sound and your lyrics match somehow. So it just feels like it's floating. It's all floating, and I'm floating with you. Is there how do you capture that musically, or is that just something that organically flows between you guys?
Most times the music makes the story, I would say.
Okay.
So the music would come, or so one of us would play a riff or a bass line or something like that, and then the story would kind of build itself. The music will speak it. Yeah. Sometimes it's inspired by other people's experiences. So someone might be, talking about a problem they have, and like we'll go and reflect on it, and okay, we want to write a song that addresses this topic. So yeah. It does have a lot of meaning to us, and that's why we're called Seera. It's a journey, it's a story, and it's our story too, and it's your story.
It's my story, and it's your story. It is beautifully written as well and played. I love it.
Thank you.
On to you, Mish. I am mesmerized when you're playing the bass. I love the bass instrument, and I wish I could play the bass, actually.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be as good as you. And I know you give it your all. You care about every single detail. You're very intricate and very passionate about it. What made you choose the bass out of all the instruments?
I mean, I started off picking up an instrument through Guitar Hero. I was just into the music there, and I would waste so much time on the plastic guitar. And then I got a guitar, as a lot of teenagers do, and I would like to pluck the guitar. When I was first learning, I was plucking it, and someone as a joke was like, oh, you should play bass. And I took that and I started really paying attention to the bass in music, because when you're a listener, you hear the final image, but when you're trying to be like, okay, what is the bass doing? How is it complementing everything else? And I got into bands with really, really good bassists like Primus and Tool. And then I was doing both, but the bass stole my heart. Yeah, it's very that warm, deep tone and the grooviness. It's super cool, yeah.
How long did it take you to learn to play the bass?
I mean, it took me, I'm still learning the bass. I can't really give it a timeline, but I don't know, maybe it was such a long time ago. I was 12 years old. I don't really
You've been playing it for a long time.
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah.
I started playing it when I was young, but I was really bored. I was this lonely bassist just doing covers.
Oh.
And then we were all lonely. And
fate brought you together.
Yes,
we love it. Okay, hey y'all. Now, again, the first time I saw you perform, I didn't know you, any of you. You stepped on the stage with your guitar and I was like, what am I looking at? It was your presence. You just like had this presence that you could not ignore, and I just wanted to stare at you. Like I was just staring at you, like how is she doing what she's doing? How are you owning the stage the way you are with so much confidence? Can I ask who your musical influences are?
It must have been the abaya, right?
I don't know. It's the abaya with the guitar, with the hat, with the glasses. Like I don't know.
I have to say, it's always the guitar with the smile.
Yeah, the smile.
Yeah, the chill smile.
She always smiles when she's playing.
Yes. Where do you get the swagger from? Like, is there someone that you've kind of been inspired by?
Yeah, I got my smile off of eBay. My influences. So my influences are they range from Ilham al-Madfa'i, who's like an Arabic like flamenco-esque musician. He plays classical.
Like flamingo thing now.
That's not anyways, yeah. so I don't know. I think I was traumatized.
You definitely don't do that on stage, right?
More of that.
Yeah, you do more of that. So
a lot of my influences are actually from this region. So one of my favorite guitarists, his name is Omar Khurshid, and he played with Kulthum, who's another huge influence of mine.
Wow.
Fairuz very much is a huge influence of mine. Old Mojallad Andalusia, some music from Andalusia. What else? More recent music is like from. People tend to forget that while there was a whole while psychedelic rock was really taking over, let's say in the 60s and 70s in the West, there was its counterpart in the East, which was there were a lot of bands in Lebanon actually, but the bands that I really gravitated towards were from Turkey, so Turkish or Anatolian psychedelic rock or folk rock. And I recently discovered a band. They're pretty cool. They're called the Beatles. And so if you're doing a bit of a deep dive.
All right, I'm moving on. You even got me there. I took you serious. And in real life, you do this to me as well. So I want to talk about duration of songs, because I recently saw like a post flying around of an artist speaking about her music. Like she doesn't feel music these days needs to be longer than a minute and a half, which is wild.
What?
That's just the interlude, by the way.
Yeah, that's an interlude that you hear on a Pink Floyd album.
I'm just getting warmed up to tell you what I'm about.
Right. So
9 minutes is good. If that's
9
your
minutes
expression.
sounds
I used to
wild.
listen to a 16-minute long song.
Dude,
Yeah, I need
23.
There's a story. It's like, how are you gonna unfold it and just?
I mean, the three of us, I think, really into Opeth in a very like, not just Opeth, but also prog rock bands that have something to say in their music, and that's why it's 6, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Okay, now in 2023, I had the privilege of randomly popping up to your debut headline show down at, was it the Warehouse, right?
Yeah.
It was a warehouse in Jack's District in Riyadh. I didn't know who you were. I just heard there's a band playing. It's all women. Go and watch them. And I was like, okay. All Arabs. Like, and I've come from London. I'm like ready to explore the scene here. Like I step in and I think I cried because you were just incredible on that stage, and you had a full house. I think I read actually that it was I don't know, it was a full house, and it was the most capacity that they'd seen at that venue at the time, and you completely sold it out. First of all, did you know you were going to sell it out?
Nope.
I told them
We were like,
before
if
the
only
show,
5 people show up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope it's not my mom to judge me.
My mom, my brother.
Gotta make her proud.
Yeah, we announced it like 3 days before. We're like, our friends are gonna show up, but it's okay. We perform for them either way. And then, I started seeing people that,
we were peeking through the curtain, the red curtain that's behind.
Yeah.
Just heads.
I accidentally saw my teacher, my university teacher. Like, what are you doing here?
Wow, I promise I did my homework. I'm not just playing. That's crazy.
The venue was dark in the back.
Yeah.
It was not well lit. So when I sat at my kit and I looked, I could see silhouettes of people in the back, and I kept doing this just to check if I was seeing.
You thought you were dreaming.
I was like, why are all these people here? Mind you, we didn't have any music out.
Yeah.
We had no music
Nothing
out.
released, yeah.
Nothing was released.
What?
Yeah, we had no music out.
So, wow. People were just drawn to you because then a year later...
No, they were drawn to...
Yeah, they were drawn to you.
Can I say what I want to say?
Say it.
And literally a year later, you do your 1 year anniversary, and again, I see a full house. I'm like, you are not taking your foot off the gas anytime soon. I've also heard from a little birdie that you've got some international shows coming up.
No.
We do.
Amazing. Cool. What? So Seera's going from local to global. Like, you're literally taking it worldwide, and I'm loving to watch this journey unfold of yours. Is there a country like in the world that, you know, you're like, you know what, we want to go and headline there? Oh,
Yeah.
So
There's not.
Let's
Select
go back to
government.
There's a festival called Rock en Seine in Paris.
Yeah.
It happens in August, and I saw Mojallad play there a few years ago, and I would love for us to play there. We don't have to headline.
Yeah.
Maybe we can headline in a few years.
Yeah,
I'd like to just play there.
nice. What about you, Mish? Is there a country you'd like to perform in?
nothing super like specific, but just some places I feel would be fun, like Egypt or Jordan, or like I know there's an Arab community in London and Berlin, so that would be cool too. Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Thing? I know you've got somewhere.
I want us to play in the Roman Colosseum.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
I've seen some bands gig there.
Oh wow, really?
But then I thought it would be so cool to do a Seera show there because it would be amazing. The sound will be amazing. It's a ruin, basically. Gladiators used to fight there.
Oh,
like, it says so much. I was like, that's where we should play.
I feel like that's a Seera thing to do.
Yeah,
Like,
literally,
literally.
only one of you can come out, and we have to fight each other to the
What about you, Nora?
I'm happy just busking on the streets and making music. Like I want to spread it everywhere. I there's not a specific place that I need to be. I just want to meet new people, explore.
Wow.
I don't have any preconceptions or
Did you
anything.
see Ed Sheeran? Are you fans of Ed Sheeran, by the way?
No.
I love Ed Sheeran, right? He was busking, like, his new song. He went everywhere. He was in New York in the subway somewhere. He was at near King's Cross outside the station there busking, like, for his new single. So I feel like that was great.
We
promo.
once busked, me and Rish out to explain the story. And we just, because we were sitting outside of our coffee shop, we just started singing and playing, and people were gathering around, and it was actually a very interesting experience. And then one guy's like, "Can you give me my money back?" after he took a video.
Remember when we covered these on the trap? We did like a
Now, when is the right time to build a team? So at the start, it was just Seera, the four of you, and you probably didn't realize you would start to pick up so quick, and you're picking up pace, and you're busy, and you're touring. And I've noticed that you flew around with your engineer. I was like, all right, Seera, you've got your own audio engineer now. You've got a manager. So when is the right time for, you know, new bands that are coming up? Because everyone thinks maybe you need a manager straight away, or you need this. When is the right time to get a manager? When is the right time to build a team around you and stay loyal to them as well?
Maybe once
take it to the next level,
or you know the direction that you're heading. You know what your sound is. You kind of know where you want to go with this. You have a plan in mind and a dream. I guess that's all it takes, really. If you're consistent and passionate, people are gonna feel that and sense that and want to be on board to be with you on the journey. I liked a lot.
Okay,
can I change my answer
you
to a lot?
guys are gonna like this next section because you can all talk at the same time, like you have been. So, you know what? This just shows how connected you are. Like, you know, sometimes you ever seen those couples, they answer things, or people that they speak at the same time, like, oh, we're saying the same thing at the same time. This is what I'm getting. So this next part, I hope I don't split the band up in this one, but no. It's
We're
a fun
ready.
game of spill the tea, just quick fire questions. And seeing as there's four of you, we're gonna do this slightly different. You're just gonna shout out the name of the individual that you believe is this. For instance, who's always late? No thinking, and you shout it out.
but who's gonna be spilled the cup?
Who's always late?
Right, you ready?
We're spilling.
Here we go for
Yeah?
spill the tea. And no,
Spilling Karak.
please don't think. First name that comes to mind out of the band, just shout it out into the mic. 3, 2, 1. Who's always late?
Nora.
Me.
Oh man. Who's most likely to cry during a movie?
Nora.
Who's the biggest diva in a fun way?
Me.
Nora! Oh my god! Who's always taking selfies?
Hiya.
Hey.
We found out the real diva then.
What? What
Actually, might be the diva now, but
Okay.
Actually, yes, wait, I will change my answer. The most diva would be but I maybe am more theatrical in my performances.
Okay. Who gives the best advice?
Thing.
Thing.
Who's most likely to DM a celeb?
Hey,
I was trying to think who would do it, and I was like, maybe Haya, yeah.
I mean, I DM you guys. Right?
Oh, nice. Who's always hungry?
Hiya.
And Nora comes with food to every rehearsal.
Really?
so-
Okay.
but I'm just a warrior.
Okay.
I ask, like, who's hungry? Who's hunger station?
Who's most likely to sleep through sound check?
I'm sorry.
It's either Hiya or Nora.
Wait, that's not true. I have to admit, I am very passionate about sound check.
Yes, actually, yeah, it's Haya.
I think by the
Fair
listener, it's definitely Haya. You know what? A round of applause. Matasha, we need a big round of applause for the band. They've been incredible. So you can clap. We're going to get some real cheers and round of applause in there as well.
What questions?
This is the last few. Why are you bored?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
right. Like, this is the Laughta Like show, you know. It ends when I say so. So what else does Seera have in the pipeline for us?
A European tour?
More singles, more music.
And we have a song coming up that's part of a project around animals and saving the planet, and we're really excited about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last
And not
three?
just that, yes.
Okay, is that coming out soon?
Tick, tick, tick.
Relatively soon.
I
couple
love
of
it.
months,
Okay,
yeah.
great. So we're expecting some new music, a European tour. Sorry. We're busy dragging our suitcases across airports now. Or maybe chauffeurs. I don't know if we're at that
Hopefully
stage.
we get a roadie.
We need a roadie, actually.
We need a roadie,
It's so
right.
painful.
Applications are now open.
Applications are open.
Okay, fair enough. So many more shows. I'm sure I'll be at a lot of them, and I can't wait to honestly see what else you do and what marks you leave in this world. Now, I do have this kind of time in my show and period in my show where I like to pass the baton to another artist. So is there a particular artist that you would like to see on the Laughta Like show? Who would Seera like to, you know, in a sense, bring on the show and
I
see?
think we can say in unison, right? 3, 2, 1.
Get
Oh, we need to have Gorisha here, another band for
not in
sure.
unison. There's a delay effect.
I love it. That was absolutely in unison. Great. No, it's been so nice to speak with you all and chat with you on another level. Usually we're just chilling, eating food together, you know, and I don't really get to press on some questions that I really want to find out what you're like when you're in the Seera mode. And the energy is there, the music is there, the depth is there, the poetry is there. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Where's the food?
We'll talk.
Now.
And thank you for tuning in to the Laughta Likes podcast show. If you enjoyed what you heard from Seera so far, don't worry, I've got you. Make sure you tune in to the Laughta Likes show on NBC Loud. I'll be playing you some of their music as well as other music. Thank you, and catch me here at the same time, same place, next week with a new face. It's your girl, Laughta.